Oh my God, I just totally got catfished. He looks absolutely nothing like his picture.
So I found out the guy that I've been dating is married with kids. His wife just reached out to me.
Welcome to the meat market. The single scene is a slaughterhouse, and we are here to devour it. We are your hosts. I'm Lindsay.
I'm Jess.
And today's sizzling single is James. Welcome, James.
Hello, how are you?
So we hear that your ex-girlfriend was a control freak. We just want to let you know that you are in our studio and you must obey by our rules. Capiche?
Sure.
He's like, I'm out of here. Peace.
Get ready for divorce number 2.
Man. Woo.
So
Yeah.
a controlling woman is not your cup of tea?
No, absolutely not. No. What's there to control?
Yeah.
I mean, I went to work every day. Every single day I went to work, yeah. You know, I'm not a strip club guy. I'm not this is a boys trip weekend. No, why would I want to go with a bunch of boys somewhere, dudes somewhere? Why would I want to do that? No, absolutely not. No.
Yeah, you seem super laid back and easygoing, up for a good time.
Yeah, that's it, man. Chill and just just go with it and try to have fun all the time. And, you know, you never know when you're going to leave this earth. So why not, you know?
So you live out in Cave Creek. I love
do.
Cave Creek. It's beautiful.
Yeah, that's where I grew up my entire life. Yep. Out there 53 years, I think. Yeah, 53 years. I grew up in the town at behind the Buffalo Chip where the bull riding is. Well, the former Buffalo Chip. The new one is wasn't my place, but I grew up out there, my entire life. Yep.
Did you ever ride the bulls there?
No, hell no. I'm not
Not your cup of tea either?
Bull riders are, they're crazy.
Yeah.
They're crazy guys. They're short little guys, and they, you know, the shorter the better. They're crazy guys. No, that wasn't for me. Team roping was what I did. Yeah. So.
It seems painful when you watch them. The way that they.
Oh, it's insane.
It's got to be hard on your body.
It's absolutely insane. Those guys they're crazy. They really are crazy. Yeah.
Well, the ones that ride the real bulls, I always like to watch the women who think they're sexy on like the mechanical bulls.
Oh yeah,
yes,
thinking they're all something. Yeah.
It's true. They all do think they're so sexy.
Right. Yeah.
Well, I've never been on a mechanical bull. Well, we're gonna have to go up there someday and ride
maybe
the
not
mechanical
that
bulls.
bull up there, Jess.
So
maybe I won't talk
sure
shit
you've been
about
on
the women.
something mechanical.
I did go on the mechanical bull at Buffalo Chips, and someone took a video. It was not
you
sexy.
did? Oh my god.
It was so unattractive.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm never doing that again.
Plus, those bulls up there, they're not rank bulls. They're just like half pet, half wild. They're not really rank bulls. They're just kind of whatever. So it's just a show. But.
So there's levels.
Oh
to
yeah.
bulls.
Oh my god, it's insane.
There's levels
The
to bulls.
Yeah. The bulls at the NFR are insane. Like, they live and eat better than people.
Oh, wow.
They are cared for like you wouldn't believe. They graze on just the plush filet mignon of alfalfa and oh yeah, it's crazy, man. And
that's funny.
Yeah, PETA's up there and they protest the NFR every year. But these bulls are massaged, they're taken care of, they're washed, they're clean, they're just
Pampered.
I mean, these bulls are worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. These stock contractors bring them in, and they, you know, the Cowboys know them. These pros, they know them, and they see them all year long. But it's 10 rounds of insane madness with these bulls up there.
It'd be kind of fun to come back as one of those bulls in the next life, you know,
They're
just getting pampered every day.
Oh, yeah.
and then just being
That's all you do.
Going after the riders.
Yeah.
So this is going to sound like a dumb question, but I'm blonde, so are there female bull riders? There's got to be, right?
I wouldn't say it. I wouldn't say at the NFR at that level.
No.
I've never seen one. No.
Huh, interesting.
because
Team
females care.
roping, yes. Barrels, yes.
I was gonna say because they care more about looking sexy when they're riding the bulls versus
Oh,
actually
yeah,
riding on the bull.
That's for sure. Plus, there's a dress code with all that, too. The PRC has a dress code, yeah.
Because I was going to say, if they're female bull riders, I bet they're in demand from the men. They know how to ride a bull good, you know?
Well, they're in
stay
demand,
on
but
them.
not riding in the arena. Yeah, right. So
That's
right.
funny. What's the dating scene like in Cave Creek? How's it going for you?
It's who knows, man. I know a lot of people up there. I grew up there my entire life, so I don't know everybody, and it's just it's okay up there. I'm not a local like the locals are. They go there every weekend. Like I don't go there every weekend. Maybe twice a month. Maybe.
What are the places? Is it Harold's? Harold's?
That's where
is
we
good.
met.
Yeah, that's where I met Jess. Yep, that's where I
He
met
started
her.
dancing with one of my friends, and I was like, I
Yeah,
gotta get you
I
on the
know,
podcast.
right, man? She
This
was
guy,
cool.
country
She
dance.
So
was
why
great.
wasn't that a match?
She's married still.
She's married, and yeah.
Yeah.
We'll leave it at that.
Oh.
We'll just leave it at that. But
Yeah,
the dating scene up there is, I don't know. If I have to be careful with that because I know a lot of people up there, and if I meet someone, I don't know if I want to introduce them to all that, and everybody knows everybody, and whatever word travels, So
We've
I
run
don't
into
know.
that a little bit in the small towns in northern
Yeah.
Arizona. I feel like it's very common when we go to the cabin and we go out in Prescott. It's the same thing. Everybody
Yeah.
knows everybody,
Oh,
and,
God,
and people
yes.
talk and they know when you're up from the valley. You
Yeah,
know,
oh,
they
yeah. Oh,
they
yeah.
know.
It's a whole deal up there for sure.
yeah.
My sister and I wore matching glitter tops one time in Prescott, and now we're forever known as the Glitter Gals.
Really? Very good.
girls.
They're here. Come on in.
Oh, that's so funny.
So you grew up roping?
Excuse me. Team roping, riding. Some lived on a ranch for a little while, but most, high school football and all that, roping and just living kind of country life, old school country, and just living up there and in the desert and whatnot. Of course, I went to all the big hair band concerts, Motley Crue and Ozzy and Poison and all
Ozzy
those guys.
Osbourne.
Yeah, right? All the big hair, yeah. So
Do you find that women do they take to your country lifestyle?
Oh, I don't really. I live a country lifestyle, like old school, and kind of, I get dirty and I hunt and fish and do all that stuff. But I don't rope anymore. I don't own horses anymore because it got to be too expensive for one thing, and I wasn't winning any money and getting whiskey bent and hellbound. You don't win any money. So, but I would say more. I kind of got away from wearing the hat for a little while. Few years, and I kind of started going back to who where I came from, where I was raised, and horses and riding and all that, and so it's gotten more popular, I would say.
Yeah.
The country music,
Oh,
the
absolutely.
country lifestyle, the whole
It's kind of trendy right now.
kind of trendy, whatever
Especially
you
after
want.
Yellowstone.
Yes.
and all
Yeah,
that.
Yeah.
and there's a lot of drugstore cowboys out there that just wear the. I'm gonna buy me a hat because I gotta look pretty cool.
Well, with the girls too, they come with the little short shorts
That's
and the
okay.
cowboy
That's
boots.
okay.
Oh,
We
that's
don't-
okay.
we don't
okay.
care if
Let's
they're
talk about,
clothes. We
let's
don't
talk
care.
about double standards.
Well,
okay.
sure.
It's okay for the girls to do it. That's funny.
Some of them are, but you know when you meet someone that's just dressing up for that, and you meet a cowgirl that really rides, and she's
Yeah.
Back in the day, they wore jeans that were called Rockies, and they had no pockets on the back, and they wore them tight, and it was tight, and it was hot, But nowadays, they just wear the cutoff shorts and their boots and their hat and their little tank top, and they want to dance around, and they learn how to line dance on YouTube and all that shit.
Yeah.
But
It's
the whole
funny.
deal.
I was with some friends from.
Yeah.
So my sister lives in Texas and Dallas,
Oh,
and so
really?
I
Oh,
have
very
friends,
good.
a lot of friends from Texas, and a group of friends from El Paso, and we were out one night, and we saw this table of people sitting, across the restaurant, sort of in the back of the restaurant. And one of the guys in the group was looking back there, and he looked really disturbed. And we're like, what is going on? He's like, he's not a real cowboy.
Yeah, drugstore.
He's wearing his cowboy hat inside. A real cowboy would never do that.
How funny they're all judging you.
Yeah.
Right? Well, maybe.
Yeah. But it's like, I mean, I guess.
But that's
coming
an
from the
old school
Texas
thing there.
cowboy,
Yeah, Texas cowboy, you sit down to dinner,
Yep.
supper, or you take your hat off and you
Yeah.
eat. That's old school there. Yeah, so that's cool. Yeah, right on.
I can just imagine what people say about me and my sister in Prescott when we show up in our Sheen cowgirl hats, our Sheen cowboy
They
boots.
know you're a
The glitter
tourist.
gals.
The glitter guys, yeah.
They know you're a
Says it all.
tourist for sure.
So, what kind of girl do you go for? Do you typically go for the country girl as well, or?
Let's see. I like blondes, of course.
Mm-hmm.
I was married to a brunette, which that's okay. Jess, you're a brunette. Look at you, beautiful smile. My ex-wife, beautiful smile. She had her shit together, and she's a great mother, and she's, but mostly I'm attracted to blondes. But for me, it's about, are you going to show up? If I talk, we're going to talk, we're going to chat, we're going to dance, whatever. Is this just beer talk? Or, I mean, I don't go through that whole rundown, but most of the time it's just beer talk and dance and da-da-da, da-da-da, we make out, whatever, and da-da-da. Okay, we'll see if you call me next week. You take my number.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not taking your number. That's just me
Do you
lately,
always write your number? So when we met at Harold's and I was like, you need to come on the podcast.
Oh, yeah.
You wrote your number down. You wrote your name and your number down on a napkin.
Right.
And I think that is a great move.
I
Is
love
that your
that.
move?
Yeah.
Is that when you're giving a woman your number, do you always write it on a napkin?
Not always, but lately, the past maybe 5 women I've met. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like that move. There's been one other guy in my past experiences.
Realm of excursions.
That wrote his number on
Yeah.
a napkin.
It's memorable.
It is.
Yeah.
And it's cute. It's so
It's
cute. And I
cute.
think I still have his numbers. I still talk to
Right.
him sometimes. He doesn't live here, but I think it's a good move.
Yeah, no, I don't know. I think it's, for me, I've kind of thought about it and done it. It's more personal. And I don't know. I would rather show effort and show interest, like in that little incident, just writing it down. And I got to find a napkin. I got to find a pen, whatever. But it's cool. I love doing that stuff. I love doing that.
It shows a little effort. If you
Yeah.
have to go find a napkin and find a pen,
Yeah.
that
Right.
shows that
Right.
you are
Willing to go the
really-
extra mile.
Yes,
Right,
instead
sure.
of just whipping out your phone.
Correct.
Yeah, it's cute.
Yeah.
Because if he's going to whip out his phone, guess what else he's going to
Guess
whip
what's
out?
coming out? All right. I'll drink to that, Lindsay.
So you were married. You have a daughter. And why did that
I
marriage
do.
not work out? Was she the controlling
She's
one?
11. My daughter's 11, going on 30. Yeah.
They grow up so quick, don't they?
I'll be locking her up soon. Bought several more guns. So they don't got to worry about me. They got to worry about her mother. I'll just shoot them. Her mother will mind fuck them like big time. She will be the one. Okay, I'm going to meet your parents. Write your address down. You're taking my daughter where and what restaurant, and you'll be paying. That's her, which is good. Good.
That is good. Somebody has to be
No, her
keeping
mother
tabs.
is all about that. It's fine. Like I said, I'll just shoot them.
Nah.
Yeah. Anyway, no. But yeah, I was married for about 3 years, and she was just like I said, she is a great mother to our daughter. She has a great career, great life. She does well. She has 0 debt. She's no drugs, no smoking, no. She drinks wine. She's a wine woman, which I like wine. But she is just a far left, if that says anything. That whole mindset. Plus, I believe that at some point she was mentally and verbally abused by her stepdad, is what I believe.
And so she carries some of that
She's
trauma.
a huge.
That's tough.
He was a huge control freak, like
That can mess you up.
full German, and he controlled her every move, basically.
Yeah, that's tough.
Elementary school and high school and college, and they moved from a town, Sunnyvale in California, up near NorCal, where Sunnyvale. And so they're left, whatever. That's their choice, whatever. Politics was never a thing for me when I married her, whatever. But her mindset is kind of like that. But I believe that she was controlled and manipulated by him because he controlled her every move.
That's unfortunate. And that's got to affect you moving forward. Do you agree that people on the far, far left could never date someone that's on the far, far right? That would be difficult, no? Don't you think? Because their values are
Especially
so,
if they're really outspoken about it.
right? I guess that's why the Love Is Blind guy who's going to come on our podcast, he was left at the altar because of their differing opinions, because she was far left. Her views on the vaccine and, you know, gun control, that kind of thing was very different than his.
Really?
But he wasn't far right. He was very moderate. Like, he was in the middle. He didn't have
I'm not far right at all. I'm not far right. I'm all about common sense, logical, and principles, and just because it's the law doesn't mean it's right. Yeah, that is the law, whatever. Doesn't mean that that's right or that's the way it should be.
Yeah.
There's got to be middle ground here. It's got to be a way to have communication, have dialogue, have, like I said, middle ground, and meet in the middle and figure something out. We never got into really politics, and I never really knew she was that far over there till later on after the divorce, and I was on and whatever. But then I started seeing her
coming out.
It's a whole nother Oprah.
So then you said you had a girlfriend after that was constantly on her phone, and that's why it ended?
Oh my God, she was great. She was fun. We had a great time. Constantly on her phone all the time.
Oh, how annoying.
Was she young?
No, same age as me.
What was she doing on the phone?
Same age as me, on Instagram all the time.
Instagram? Really?
Instagram all the time. Her little puppy she rescued, she had a Instagram page for her dog.
Wow, she had an Instagram page for her dog?
The whole Instagram is about her dog, but she's on there. I'm not going to say her name, but she's on there. Pictures of herself with the dog, where they go, places they go to, whatever. And the dog went everywhere with us. Didn't matter where we went.
For me, that's a red flag if someone has an Instagram page for their pets or their children. I think that's kind of a little bit.
Yeah, it's a whole very codependent on this dog. Very codependent. Which the dog was great. 6 pounds, never barked, very good little puppy. But if we were out somewhere, 2 or 3 hours dancing, hanging out, whatever. Oh, we got to get home. We got to get home. Well, why? Well, Ava's there. We got to get home. She could, we had to go. It didn't matter. We had to go. We always had to leave somewhere, wherever we're at, whatever. But unless it was a nice dinner or something, we couldn't take her. But if we were just like random out hiking or cycling or whatever, or out to lunch, the dog always came with us no matter what. Always, didn't matter where. Grocery store, wherever, the dog always came with us.
You've mentioned dancing a couple of times.
Yeah.
Have you ever had any drama on the dance floor? Have you ever?
As far as what?
Like you know how when you're I don't country dance, so I'm like, you know how, like when you see in movies, like if you're dancing with somebody's girl and their boyfriend comes up, have you ever had to deal with any dance floor drama?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Several times. Yeah. It can get pretty wild. Yeah.
So is that like competing over the same girl or?
I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say so much anymore nowadays, but back, 30 years ago, 25 years ago, yeah, like if you danced with someone's girl that you didn't know, maybe they broke up or whatever, then that would be, because we all grew up in Cave Creek, so everybody, they're over here at Harold's, they're at the Chip, whatever, I'm going to go in there. No, there's that guy danced with my girl, cut right in, and next thing you know, it's
a shootout.
No shootout. It's just a melee, just a bar fight, pushing whatever, and next thing you know, the band stops and everybody's, and dragging out, picking up teeth and whatever. So yeah, that was old school, but nowadays it's there's no more fighting anymore. For me anyway, it hurts too much. I'm old. Hurts too much, but there's no more of that. When you dance, wherever you're at, the dance floor is usually always crowded. So you're bumping into people. You're always this and that. So if you're a good leader, you just kind of watch behind your partner and lead her in a different direction. You're going to bump into people, say, sorry, man, whatever. And you joke around and banter and just make it fun, make it where there's no confrontation, no BS, no rhetoric. There's no need to fight anymore. There's no need. Just be cool and understand there's 68,000 people on the dance floor here.
Right.
Yeah, just bumping into everybody. So, no more of that.
Are you ready for it?
I'm ready for it. The Keep More Minute, brought to you by Tactical Tax Strategies. They help you keep more in your wallet. We help you keep more in your relationship. We have a listener question this week.
Oh, very good.
Dear Meat Market Mamacitas and James, I've been dating my girlfriend for about a year now, and things have been great until recently. She found out that I occasionally watch porn, and she completely flipped out. She said it's cheating and that if I really loved her, I wouldn't need or want to look at anyone else, even on a screen. I tried to explain that for me, it's just something I've done long before we met and that it doesn't mean I'm any less attracted to her or dissatisfied with our relationship. It's honestly more of a habit than anything else, and I've never thought of it as a betrayal. Now she says she's not sure she can trust me. I love her and I don't want to lose her, but I also feel like I'm being judged for something I didn't even know was a problem. Is watching porn really the same as cheating, and am I in the wrong here?
What do you think, James? I think that if you're honest about it, if you're open about it, if you watch it together, if he watches it when he's away from her, it's not a problem. I think it's a problem when you start hiding it or when you start choosing the porn over your girlfriend. Like if you're neglecting her sexually to watch the porn.
But what if he watches really weird shit?
Oh, then that's different. Like crazy like animal stuff, or I don't know. That's a deal breaker.
Disgusting.
That is.
God. I can't even believe that's even out there.
Oh, I know, right?
I've seen
So
some
disturbing.
of it.
You've seen some.
Well, not because I chose to watch it. Just I was somewhere and it was somebody had it on. This was a VHS tape. I just how long ago it was. It was a horse and a woman.
Oh my god!
Oh my gosh! So
It's disgusting.
speaking of Texas, so I was in El Paso with some of my El Paso friends,
Yeah.
and one of them told us that there are still donkey shows that go on in Juarez across the border. So my friend and I walked across, and we went asking people. We couldn't find them anywhere. I think we got punked. I think they pranked us.
No,
I thought you were going to say you went to a donkey
Oh yeah. Oh, it's real.
But we tried. Like we tried.
Because a miniature donkey's dick is about that fucking long. I'm not kidding.
Really?
At least, yeah.
Like the mini ponies? Oh my goodness.
No, miniature donkey.
Oh, miniature donkey.
I'm not kidding. At least that long. I'm not kidding.
That's
It's disgusting.
Anywho, okay, this took a.
Oh, so let's go back to the question
This took a weird
here.
turn. Let's go back to the question.
Let's get off the animal porn. Jess, your
I still
mind.
can't stop thinking about donkey shows. Anyways, yes. Is it cheating?
No, I don't think it's cheating.
So my question with the question was, is this a man and a woman or a girl and a girl?
A man and a
reads like
woman, yeah.
It reads like a man and a woman.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So-
he said my girlfriend.
So she thinks it's cheating when he watches porn.
Every guy watches porn. I don't care who you are. Every dude out there watches porn.
I think it's.
I've watched porn. Do I do it? No, I don't. It's not my thing.
I think
But
he
some
should.
guys
I think
are
he should ask
addicted
her
to
to
it.
watch it
With
with
him,
That's when it's
together.
the problem. When it becomes an addiction. When it becomes that they'd rather watch the porn than
Right.
Then have
be
sex.
with their
Yeah, I
partner.
agree.
Yeah.
That's when
Yeah.
I would have an issue with it. If you stop having sex with me and choose to watch the porn.
That was my next question. How much fornicating is going on between those two?
We don't know.
We don't know, right?
We don't know.
Anyway, but
Maybe just have a
I
conversation.
would say it's a form of micro cheating. I
If-
wouldn't say it's like cheating 100%. Micro cheating probably, but if he should invite her to watch.
To watch. That's
Agreed.
what I think.
She
too.
should maybe want to be more open-minded to, well, what do you like? Well, what are you watching? Whatever, you know. But I wouldn't say it's a habit. Like, how is watching porn a habit? I'd say it's
It
more of
can.
a.
Well, maybe he's used to doing it when he was single. He did it so much that he's, it's still kind
Yeah,
of.
I have lots of habits, but I never watch porn as a habit. Kidding me? I would say yanking it's a habit. Rubbing one out might be a habit, but that's for everybody,
Different
men and women
strokes
do
for
it.
different folks.
See,
Literally
right?
different
know?
strokes.
Jesus Christ, man.
So you had mentioned micro cheating. Thank you
Yeah.
for the segue because that's our article that we're going to talk
Okay.
about. Micro cheating is very common nowadays.
Yeah.
They say that
Oh,
a
it's
very,
big
very high
time,
number
yeah.
of people engage in micro cheating.
Yep.
So here are 20 micro cheating examples.
Do we have a definition of micro cheating?
Yes, I'm going to
Oh,
read that
okay.
next. Micro cheating is small acts that don't quite fall into the category of physically cheating, but they flirt with being an act of infidelity. Any behavior that represents a betrayal of trust is micro cheating, especially if it's something you wouldn't want your partner to know about. So 1, claiming to be single. going out, acting single, claiming to be single on social media. Like, you're not necessarily hooking up with someone, but you're still sending the message that you're open to it. Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
So you secretly remain in contact with your ex.
See, I
Definitely
don't.
micro-cheating.
The woman that lived with me with the dog, I don't have any contact with her. No, I chose to.
I don't have contact with any of my exes.
Once I found out that there was more going on other than Instagram and looking at dog videos and I knew there was something else going on. You're not on your fucking phone that much.
Right. It's true.
Now, I never looked at her phone. I never questioned her. I was never like, hey, give me your phone. What are you looking at? I never did that. Not one time did I ever say, give me your phone. That's controlling. That's jealousy, which is the ugliest emotion ever. But now I started to see a pattern of her on her phone all the time. Okay, now I'm starting to wonder. What else are you looking at on here, all right?
Yeah.
As easily accessible as everything is, and she's a whiz on that motherfucking goddamn appendage.
He's passionate about that.
So it's like, and I never found out anything 100%, but I'm not stupid, man. It's something else was going on.
We struck a chord with the micro cheating.
Right. And I feel like if you think your partner has an issue with what you're doing, then it's probably micro cheating, right? And like, if you wouldn't want your partner doing that to you, then I feel like it's micro cheating.
Yeah.
And you're still on the dating apps, definitely micro cheating, because you're keeping your options open.
Yeah.
What's funny is I started dating my husband, and we moved in together about a month after we started dating.
Oh,
and
same. That's who her and I moved in
Oh,
within
really?
2 months.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And we met on Tinder. And what's funny is Ivana, I was at a party and Ivana came up to me. And she's
remember
like,
this.
Lindsay, she's from Serbia. I have to tell you something, but I'm too scared to tell you. You're going to be so devastated. I don't know how to tell you, but Aaron, he is still on Tinder. He's still on the dating apps. And because you know how Tinder, they keep your profile active.
Yeah.
Even if you delete it, they still keep it
they'll
up
keep
there,
you on there
to make it seem like they have more profiles.
That's why they want to attract more traffic to, obviously.
I'm surprised they can do that.
Right?
I've
That should
never
be
heard of
illegal.
that. Yeah.
Because we looked into it and we
I'm
found
sure
that
there's
out.
something in the user agreement that's that fucking long.
Probably.
That nobody reads.
Yeah.
We just click the box.
Yeah.
It says, oh, we can keep your
Yeah,
whatever.
probably.
Because they need good-looking people to attract more traffic.
Aaron should feel honored.
He should feel
That
on
they
it.
kept
Yeah,
him- that they kept
him.
his
Didn't give him the
profile.
boot.
See, right?
The next one is getting a little too close to a friend. Having a friend of the opposite sex isn't a problem, but if you're crossing the line and sharing intimate details, then that's micro cheating. Texting someone you're attracted to, definitely. Even if you're not meeting in person, I feel like it's still micro cheating. Confiding in an ex about your relationship issues, definitely. Like, why would you do that unless you're still interested in your ex, right? Trying to impress others, like, why would you feel the need to impress others if you're happy in your relationship?
Right.
No need. Secret keeping, talking about sex with someone other than your partner. I feel like you shouldn't be talking about sex with anyone of the opposite sex that you're attracted to, right? Don't you agree?
Yeah.
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 Not so much intimate details. You don't want to have too many intimate details.
Is it like, does it mean like talking about your sex life? Or is it like, I mean, what if you're what if you're with like a group of friends and they're like jokes are made?
That's different.
That's
I think
different.
they're referring
That's
to like, if
different,
I was to talk to, Joe about me and Aaron's sex life, mine and sex life with Aaron.
Was
it's
my
kind
question.
of inappropriate, I
Okay,
feel.
yes.
Yeah.
If you're meeting up with people behind your partner's back, definitely wrong. Following ex-partners on social media. I don't know how I feel about this one. I think I am friends with a couple of my exes on social media.
That you dated though for like significant amounts of time.
Yeah, but I mean, it was a long time ago, like in college. So
Yeah.
I
That
don't
wasn't
know.
that long ago.
How do you feel about that? If you're dating a girl and she still follows her exes?
Here's what's crazy, man. I'm friends with a woman that is my age, and she's a beautiful woman. And we've been friends for a few years now. And she's a widow. They were married 30-some years. They had an amazing life. He was a great man, very successful. They had 3 children. Two of them are adult kids, and one is, I think, a junior in high school. And she is just the most sweetest, modest, nicest woman I've ever met. Sweet, very nice, funny, We get along. We've hung out many times. She's called me many times. Hey, I got some single girls, man. We're going dancing. We're handlebar J's. We're going over here. We're going over there. Can you bring some of your friends? These girls want to dance. I'm like, sure. So I've brought few cowboy guys. We'll go over there. We'll dance with these girls all night, hang out with them, drink, banter, hang out. And she has the boyfriend.
Huh.
Yeah. He's a homebody.
Okay.
He doesn't really go out. He doesn't really do anything. He has no idea how to country dance, whatever. That's fine. It's okay.
But it works for them in their relationship.
Does she do more?
Is she a micro cheater?
Yeah.
Is she more than is she a macro cheater?
No, right. I've told her that. I recently just told her this. I go, and we have danced very close many times, like really close. Like slow dancing with country music can be very
intimate.
It can be, yeah.
The country dancing
Yeah.
drama.
Two-step, and she, like I said, she is the nicest, sweetest. She tells me all the time, you are such a nice guy, you're a catch, and, whatever. And she's always, I respect her very much, but I'm starting to, I told her, I said, we've danced a lot very close here, where your head is here on my shoulder, and I've told you things, said things to you, and I've said to her, I go, look, I have to be careful what I say to you, because there's some tension here between you and I that could go down a road here. And she goes, oh, I know. I feel it. I know. I go, but you have a boyfriend. And I've asked her many, many times, so what's the attraction? What is the attraction to your guy? They've been dating for a year. What's the attraction? Her answer, 3 words. I don't know.
Are you serious?
I thought you were going to say a big one.
I thought he was going to say lots of money.
No. We never got into the whole financial
How long has
shit.
she been with him for?
Oh, like a year. Yeah.
That's
We have talked many times about this guy, whatever, in some detail. And their connection is, he's a widow as well, and she's a widow. That's their connection. Okay, I understand that. That's fine. I go, okay, again, here you are calling your girls. I call some cowboys. We go dance with you girls many times over the last few years. Many times. Hang out, dance with them. I always dance with her. She's a great dancer. She dances very good. And I'm not crazy with it. I don't do pretzel and all that stupid shit.
You want to swing them
I'm
around.
out there just to dance and kind of get close.
Let me ask you this. If she broke up with her boyfriend, would you want to date her?
Well, that's the thing is like, if you're micro cheating with me.
I was going to say
That's true.
Right. And I've just kind of introduced her and told her about this micro cheating thing with her and I. She's like, what? I go, really? You're not? I go, does he know you're here? Well, no. Well, that's
it's my
That was like the first thing on the list.
Does he know you're here? I go, so again, and I've told her, what's the attraction? I don't know.
Do they live together?
They're still together.
No, do they live together?
No, they don't live together.
So it's easy to break up.
She has a 17-year-old boy that's still in school, high school, and they don't live together. No, how far away he lives, I don't know. I don't. We didn't get into that.
So why does she stay with him? I don't understand.
See, another question. My question to her always is after her and I chat about some things, this and that, she'll tell me stuff about what they did and this and that. I go, okay, what's the attraction? I don't know.
Oh, interesting.
I don't know. That's her answer every fucking time.
Yes,
I'm like, what? No, because it really frustrates me. It's like, so where'd you guys go this weekend? Oh, well, I wanted to go up to Sedona and hang out, whatever. Then he just changed and wanted to go to Prescott for the day and come home.
See, and my fear with if they did break up and then you're with someone like that, because it seems like she's got one foot in the door and one foot out, right? Then she's going to be that way with you too. Yeah. So it's like, can she really?
Oh no, she wouldn't be that with me because I wouldn't put up with that for 8 seconds.
Yeah, you'd notice it right away.
Yeah.
Hell no. I told her that. I said, well, if you're my girlfriend, there's no way in hell I would put up with that.
Yeah.
Whatever.
So the next one, liking and commenting on someone else's photos, but it depends on who. I guess if it's someone you're attracted to.
And it depends if it's like heart eye emojis and
Oh,
fire emojis.
Winking
and
emojis.
winking.
That's true.
I think it depends on what
Eggplant
the
emoji with a water after
water
it.
splash.
Or the sushi emoji with a tongue after it.
Or just a garden hose.
The cat.
Yeah, right?
Emotional cheating via text, obviously. If you lie about who you talk to, definitely. If you feel like you have to lie, then it's wrong. Hitting on other people, duh. Sending photos to other people. Giving out your number, duh. There's no need if you're in a relationship, I feel. Unless you're recruiting for the meat market, then I'm giving everyone my business card.
Well, see, I had her number before they met. We were already friends.
Because you guys were friends.
Before that, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Disrespecting your partner in any way. This can involve talking to people your partner would not want you to talk to, or engaging in any behavior behind their back that they would find it hurtful. If you find yourself pursuing a crush, your social media profile is deceptive. If you try to hide your significant other on social media, or if you appear to be single on social media, that's my pet peeve.
Yeah.
Is when people are in a relationship or
And it's out
married
there big
and they
time.
hide it on social media.
Yeah.
It happens all the time.
Oh, yeah.
Anyways,
I
red
hear about
flag.
it all the time, yeah.
Verbal cheating, flirty chatter. I feel like
Sure.
this happens all the time too, right? Not physical cheating, but I feel like it's still cheating if you're sexting someone,
Oh, yeah.
There you have it. That's it. That's micro cheating for you. So yeah, it's a thing
There's
now,
this-
and it's very common. A lot
to
of
go
people
back
do it.
to this woman I know, she let's see, they were hanging out a few weeks ago, whatever, and I was out ripping around and dancing, whatever. I said, hey, I'm going over here to dance. Are you coming up? And I just threw it at her because we're friends.
Mm-hmm.
We're friends. So I get a text from her. She goes, I told you I was going with my boyfriend. Blah, blah, blah. I don't know why you're texting me. Please stop. And I already knew that was him.
Yeah,
It
I was
wasn't
going
her,
to
that
say,
was him.
he was texting you from her phone
First,
for sure.
No. He made her do it.
He made her do
First,
it.
he
God.
called. First, she called me, and I didn't
Okay.
answer. I knew it was him. Whatever. So then, a couple of days goes by. She calls me and tells me that, hey, how'd it go? How was your night? What good? I go, yeah. How was your night? She goes, oh, he was pissed. I go, why? Well, you text. I go, okay. So how did he know? Well, he knows my code to my phone. I go, what the fuck are you talking about? How does he know your code? Well, he saw that you text, and I went down to my bedroom to get something or do something. And I came back, and just coincidentally, you had texted that time. He saw my phone, got into it, and saw your message, and made me text you that and try to call you to tell you.
Wow.
I go, okay, so you go down to your room to get stuff. What right did he feel he had to go into your phone to look at anything, no matter what? That's a form of disrespect right there. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it really is. I mean, do you go in his phone? No. I go, well, then why would he go in your phone?
Maybe he knows that she's
He
being a
I
little
go,
bit
first
dodgy.
of all, how the fuck does he know your code?
Well, and that's the thing. If you're going to be doing these micro cheating things, you probably shouldn't let your significant
smart
other
about it.
Right?
not-
Don't leave your
you probably
phone. Don't let him
shouldn't
get your
let them-
code.
Exactly.
Shit, you can leave your phone there, but you don't
It's like
give
rule
your
number
code,
one of micro
man.
cheating is don't let your partner know
Duh.
your phone password.
It's so
That's the
true.
thing, like I don't know, sometimes she's out there in Morkland, whatever, but
So now it's time for the celebrity cut, where we marinate in the juices of the celebrities. So do you remember when Travis Kelce unfollowed Ryan Reynolds, and it was a huge deal? And you were like, how do people even notice that he unfollowed him? Anyhow, it's now come out. Do you know the whole Blake Lively drama with Taylor Swift?
a
and the
little bit,
lawsuit?
yeah, something like that. Yeah, a little bit.
So it's
Yeah.
now come out that Blake Lively's team sent a legal letter to Taylor Swift stating that Taylor Swift needs to publicly support Blake Lively. And if Taylor Swift does not do this, Blake Lively's going to release 5 years worth of text messages between the two. And that same day this
Isn't
letter
that
was
blackmail?
sent, this is when
It
Travis,
sounds like blackmail.
this is when Travis Kelce unfollowed Ryan Reynolds, apparently.
Oh,
Who cares?
Yeah,
my
and so now
gosh.
Justin Baldoni's lawyer is releasing this, stating like, look at the blackmail. Look at the
That's huge
inappropriate
blackmail.
behavior
Wow.
of this team.
Yeah.
I think Taylor Swift has more money than Blake Lively. So.
Right?
Well, yeah, seriously.
And more class.
And yeah.
But can you imagine doing that to a friend? Like, they were best friends for how many years? So, of course, they had
Long time,
intimate
right?
text messages. Yeah, long time.
Yeah.
I'm sure they talk about inappropriate stuff because we do that as friends.
Yeah.
We talk about, you know, our deep, dark secrets. And
Or
for
talking
Blake,
about other people, or if she
Yeah.
Oh,
ever
yeah.
texted her about like issues she was having in her relationship or things like
Sure.
that you
Blake
don't
Lively
want.
knew about Diddy, of course.
Right.
Yeah, Taylor knew. She probably got invited. She's like, fuck no.
so, anyways, that's the new gossip
That's
in that
crazy.
case that Blake
I
Lively was
hadn't heard
blackmailing
that.
her, one of her best friends. I'm sure they're not best friends
Does
now.
Blake Lively
Right.
need money?
No, apparently they're worth like 400 million or
I
something.
think
Well,
She's
she's
just-
worth like $2 billion.
It's true.
But I think Blake Lively's just trying to win this case against Justin Baldoni to make herself
Taylor just write a
to
check.
fix her image. I think she's just trying to fix her image.
I was
Oh,
going to
sure,
say,
yeah.
she's so into her image and repairing her image, and that's probably why she wanted the support of Taylor Swift
Yeah.
so badly.
Yeah.
Anyway, where is your favorite place to go on a first date?
My favorite place? Man. I would say somewhere like just a little tiny, nothing too pretentious, of course. Somewhere, you know, just kind of cool, quiet, kind of just nothing too out there, maybe meet in the middle, whatever, just...
Handlebar J's.
Yep, well, no. No. Not first date, no.
You wait till the third date.
Maybe
to bring her
third
to
date,
Handlebar
third,
J's?
fourth, third,
Okay.
fourth, maybe somewhere like Trevor's.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I
Cool
like
little
Trevor's. They have
place.
fun cocktails there.
Yeah, great little place
Yeah.
there. You know, not too many. I mean, the new one by PV Mall is a little pretentious, not too bad, but you can
I
still
will
go in
say
there.
that place is expensive.
Oh, it ain't cheap.
Oh my
yeah.
God, it's like more expensive than Vegas prices. I
Yeah,
feel like the
it's so
cocktails are like over
cheap,
$20.
Yeah.
Their martini is good though.
Is it?
Yeah.
But I like little hole in the wall places. Larry's cocktails is good. Marcel's is all right, but
Yeah.
little just whole dive. You know, I'm kind of a country boy, you know, so whatever.
I love that.
But I do like to go to nice places. You know, Handlebar J's, of course, is always my favorite because the Hernan brothers run it, and it's awesome, and it's been there forever. And
It's a good nightcap place.
yeah, it's awesome, man. I love that place, man. Yeah. Plus, I'm good friends with Ron, the keyboard player.
Okay.
Good friends with him, and they're just artists, and they can play anything. They're awesome, man. They're great. Yeah. So
Now it's time for the most delicious segment of the show, Zoyo and Tell.
All right.
Sponsored
Oh,
by
boy.
Zoyo, your neighborhood yogurt. If you want to pick a card,
I'm really excited
Oh,
for this.
sure.
I hope you get a dirty one.
I hope he gets a dirty one too.
Kingsters.
Woohoo!
Oh, I don't have my glasses on.
Do you want me to read it for you?
Yeah, that'd be great. My glasses are in the truck.
Don't read it if it's a vanilla one.
My biggest fetish is
Ooh, that's a good one. I want to hear
Fetish?
this.
fetish.
That's a loaded question.
How
He's
how
like,
is
where do
that-
I begin?
How is that loaded?
It's like, let me get the
Fetish
scroll
could be
out.
really anything. Could be there's different levels of fetish,
Oh, okay.
right?
Well, sexual fetish. What is your biggest sexual fetish?
Jess.
Would you expect anything less from Jess?
Oh, absolutely not. This is fantastic. But, man, sexual fetish. I'm a sucker for painted toenails, man.
Oh, you got a little.
I'm not a
fetish.
foot fetish guy, but if a woman has manicured painted toenails, just I don't know what it is. It just turns me on. I don't know why. Just
Okay.
that and
Controlling women. Dominatrixes.
what's that? No, I ain't into that.
Who's been a
bullshit.
naughty boy?
I'm into like just like loving romantic stuff and soft stuff.
Oh, you're a
you
mushy
know,
gushy one.
softy stuff and lay on my
that's so
shoulder. And,
So you like to cuddle?
yo, my God, who wouldn't? God.
You like to be the big spoon?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, the ladle,
That is hilarious.
right? But I would say sexual fetish would be a woman that obviously, you know, takes care of herself, that still has either some little bush down there, landing strip, patch, whatever you want to call it. Something down there that is still there, that is, trimmed nice and, might make me sneeze, tickle my nose, whatever, but I don't know, that to me that I'm just turned on by that. Not Sasquatch, but something that's just,
something right in the middle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Not fully
manicured,
bald, but
great.
okay.
I know. Yeah. That's a whole nother Oprah, that bald thing. That's cool. That's great. Whatever, but I don't know.
Well, thank you so much for joining us this week at the Meat Market. And thank you so much, James. If you want to meet James, if you want a ladle, go to our website, themeatmarketpodcast.com, or any of our social media platforms at Meat Market Podcast. And thank you to our sponsor, Tactical Tax Strategies. If you want to keep more of your own money in your wallet, go to Tactical Tax Strategies. Thanks so much. See you next week at the Meat Market.
Bye. All right.
Oh my God, I just totally got catfished. He looks absolutely nothing like his picture.
So I found out the guy that I've been dating is married with kids. His wife just reached out to me.